Welcome to Tile Talk with Christina, Elizabeth, and Marshall.
Your go-to podcast for all things Mahjong. We are going to deep dive into all things Mahjong.
Let's go. Roll the dice.
That's right. Hello.
Hello. We are back.
We're back. Welcome to Tile Talk episode
5. Can you believe that?
No, actually, I stopped being able to count. I couldn't remember if we were on like 4 or 5 or 6.
I know.
I was like, wow, we're getting up there.
We're doing it. I'm excited. This one I'm so excited about. This is probably going to be my favorite one yet.
You guys are in for a huge treat.
Buckle up. Here we go.
So what are we talking about? We're talking about the 2026 card, but we're not just talking about it. We are decoding it with Bubbe Fischer, a.k.a. Karen Gooen, the Mahjong Guru. Listen, we're so excited to dive in. This new card is everything right now. But if you weren't born with a Mahjong playing Bubbe, look no further. Karen Gooen, right? Mahjong Guru, author, speaker, is Bubbe to all. She does a fabulous card analysis every single year, helping thousands of players decode all of these new lines. And this year, she's agreed to join us on Tile Talk. We're so excited. We are super honored.
We are so lucky. Yes.
She's going to give us all her insights and share all of her, findings with
I
with
cannot
the new
wait.
card.
Yes. And, you and I both, when we first learned Mahjong, we were desperate to find things and places to learn more about the game. And it was more challenging than we thought. And one of the things you and I both did was listen to Fern Bernstein's podcast. And I think maybe you or not, maybe the first one you listened to was the new card rollout.
Yes.
And I think it was Bubbe that did.
Karen,
So
you were the first episode
You
I
helped
listened
suck
to.
us in. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and you broke the card down, and with your little sayings and
I love
things,
it.
I knew that the next year when the card came out, I went looking for your episode. I knew that Fern would have you on again, and again, it's you breaking it down for me that helped me commit so many of these lines to memory, and it's the ones that you talk about that happen to stick for me, and I tend to overplay, if anything.
Right.
So if you were lucky enough to have heard one of Bubbe's card breakdowns in the past, you'll know that sometimes she'll theme the year, the card,
and the lines.
God,
I need alliteration to help remember. Well, I need help remembering anything, anyhow. And I learned the capitals with all the, singing the funny songs and having the funny names. But I need that to.
In 2025, I'm going to miss my lines.
I know. We need
so
some
she
new.
themed it. It was the P, the P card. The letter P anyway.
Yeah.
And my favorite lines on it every single time were the pep rally and the paper boy. And because they had such great stories. So the pep rally was the 2, 4, 6, 8
Who do we
with the
appreciate?
pungs. That was the pep rally line.
Yeah.
So every time those would come on my rack, I spotted it immediately. I was like, there, I've got the pep rally.
Yes. And my favorite of that one was the Purina Dragon Chow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I won on that line a lot.
Yeah, the
and I
chows
think it
and
was
the dragons.
If I ever got dragons, I was like, oh, go for the chow, go for the Purina.
That's right. Yeah. The paper boy, as she called the news was in a new neighborhood for 2025, right?
Yeah.
So that was the paper boy line, the news line in 13578
Yes.
or 13579.
Yeah.
Odds.
Yeah. So anyway, whether you have a name for the line, the way you kind of introduce them, they tend to stick.
Yeah.
Which gives you a huge advantage when you're playing, when you can immediately recognize or remember a line, recall it quickly when it's on your rack, right?
Yes.
It's very helpful. So
Especially when you're playing with speed and need to be making choices quickly.
That's right. So anyway, welcome. We are so excited to have you, Bubbe. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
So before we get into too much, we want to know how everyone's doing. So we'll start with you. How have you been, Bubbe?
Things are good. We're getting ready for a big holiday. By the time this broadcast, the holiday will have come and gone, but big holiday starts tomorrow.
Yes.
That's right. We've got big holidays coming up
Yes.
for lots of people.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah. It's spring. Finally spring.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. How have you been?
Oh man, we all went on spring break, so we had. I missed you. I missed
you too. That was the longest we've been apart since we started this.
I was having withdrawals. But we had a great spring break, and then we got back, and everything is covered in pollen. And I'm like, well,
disgusting.
Here we are in spring. I mean, it is just. Then there's no point in cleaning it up because the next day it's covered again. So it's still going. My poor husband has really bad allergies, so he is suffering big time.
Yeah, my whole family.
My yard looks great though, but the pollen is not.
It smells like a flower shop in here.
I know, it is
insane.
busting. It is.
I did some eye drops just in case. I was like, woo.
What's she going to bring in here?
But honestly, like I am living for this.
Yes.
If you guys are watching, if anybody is watching, the arrangements today are just gorgeous.
And they smell good.
Those are real?
Yes.
They come from her yard. Yes.
Well, and I did have to phone a friend. I had to call my mom because I wasn't exactly sure about this name. This is the purple flower here is called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. And because the blooms change color, so when they first bloom, they're dark purple, and then it goes to a light purple, and then the white is the last one. Yeah, so it's really cool, and they have a really sweet fragrance too. I know. I'm sure there's like a scientific name, but I like that one. Yeah. It's cool. And it blooms for a long time. It'll bloom for a couple months. It's a great one.
This one's shedding over here.
Yeah, that's the pittosporum. It's blooming right now too.
The pittosporum.
Yes.
I think that's the scientific name.
I know. Yes, I think so. And it's awesome. It's a great one for any arrangements. It holds its stuff. And then the amaryllis. It's not an Easter lily. It is amaryllis.
It does look like a lily.
Yes, but it's an amaryllis, and they're going off right now.
Yeah, I was at your house the other day. Your yard is going off. It looks beautiful.
I know, but God, the pollen, man. I mean, I guess it's a trade-off, but
it is a trade-off.
I'm ready for that to be DONE.
Yeah.
All right, and what about you? What's been going on with you? Do you have a great spring break?
I mean, yeah, we had a wonderful spring break. We were at the beach with friends. We played so much Mahjong. I taught 2 friends Mahjong, which is my favorite thing, honestly. When you can create more players within your group, and then now you have more people to play with everywhere you go. I need everybody to know how to play.
I know. So spread the love, spread the joy. I know.
Yeah, and it's so funny because we really bonded. These ladies, I had just met one. The other one I had met a few times. We bonded so much over the week. I mean, we are like best friends now.
That's awesome.
But we just sat there and played and played and played. And I remember her husband, one of them, they were like, "Are you just gonna sit there on spring break and just play Mahjong?" And I was like, "Get used to it, buddy. This isn't just spring break. This is like from here on out. I have taken your wife on a trip she will never return from."
That's right. That's right. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. We had 3 Mahjong events last week, and I thought both of our husbands were going to be like, again?
This is my husband's second week on carpool duty for ballet. I have him ready. He's got the snacks and the leotard and all the things, and he's going to crush it. 3 girls piling in his car today. So, kudos to him. Yes. He is the best.
Awesome. And we have a special guest today. Marshall is out of town on his real job.
His money-making
job.
That's right.
We are not we're not even the most important women in his life. But we miss Marshall. But one of his good buddies and employees is here with us, and we are so thankful.
Chris.
Hello.
Chris. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not by the end of this.
So Chris, like Marshall, Chris does not play Mahjong yet, but he is very interested in learning. He is a gamer.
Yeah.
He likes rummy. What are you?
Rummy Cube.
Rummy
Love
Cube.
Rummy Cube.
Yeah. Oh, you're halfway there.
Yeah.
Oh God, we got to get you in.
It's like way more aesthetic and pretty. So I'm here for it.
It is. Okay. Yeah. We got to get Marshall. Yeah. We'll do a little session.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And on such a special episode.
I know. I know.
Great stuff. Okay. Cool. Well, we have so much to talk about with this card. So let's go through our tablescape, our drink, and get all of this out of the way.
Please get to the drink.
Our beautiful mat is, it's spring. Spring has sprung. So we have got the Citrus Songbird by Oh My Mahjong. It's a very popular one. But I've pedaled it. I've paired it with the Petali tiles by, and I'm probably botching this, Verora Mahjong, which is the beautiful tile brand that is available on Amazon. Everyone on Mahjong, that's it, that Facebook group that we always talk about, has been talking about these tiles. They're currently sold out. I checked this morning. just to be sure. By the time that you hear this, they may be back in stock, but it's Virora, and it's the Petali. They have a couple of them, but they have the beautiful color stacks, very similar to Oh My Mahjong, but totally different colors. And the faces
really
are completely different, but the quality is beautiful. I bought these for my daughter for Christmas because she wanted some fancy, fun tiles to play with her friends. Yeah. And I was not willing to pay the fancy, fun price. And this was a great compromise. And now I steal them and play with them.
They're really beautiful. This is the first time I've seen them. They are gorgeous. The one-band bird is so pretty.
So there is a little bit of confusion over what the dragons are. And some people thought that they were like some sort of cactus or whatever, but they are actually the horns of a dragon, and they're wrapped in like vine and flowers.
Okay.
So anyway, but yes, this is a beautiful set. I highly recommend it. I hope they get some more in stock because they're doing a great job. Hopefully they'll bring some more designs out.
Yeah, and it's really nice to have options throughout the financial realm.
Absolutely. My racks are, again, they're the Miss Mahjong Iridescent Opal. I mean, you were not putting another rack on this table today. You would have to fight me. And at this point, almost every week, these are my favorite.
They are.
Followed closely by the Oh My Mahjong tortoise racks. And if you think you've got a better rack out there, let me know. I haven't seen one. Yeah, so far I'm in love. But yeah, if you think you got a better one, I mean, better yet, send it my way and I'll let you know how they rack up. But
yeah, that was really good. We already talked about my flowers.
We talked about your flowers. Let's talk about the drink.
Okay, again, this is from Hayward House, downtown Tallahassee Bistro, one of our favorite little jaunts. It is,
yes.
They have not failed us yet. So what are we having today? We're having the spicy Hugo Spritz.
So this is like a trend. People are putting jalapenos in their white wines. So I've seen this a lot lately. I have not tried it. I've done the jalapeno in my beer. Have you done that?
No.
So that was fantastic. We did a little bit of that over spring break. We had like lime and jalapeno in our Coronas, and it was really good.
Nice.
This is fun. I had to like kind of put it together. So I had a sneak peek taste. Yes. While I was
you cheated on me.
I just wanted to make sure I did it right. But I think I did. Let's give it a taste. Right. It's the spicy Hugo Spritz. It's Villa Maria Sauv Blanc with elderflower, jalapeno, mint, and lemon. All fresh. Very delicious.
Yeah.
So
very
cheers,
spring.
buddy. Very spring.
Oh, look how pretty. You did a great job.
Smells great.
Very good.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Oh, that's so refreshing.
It's very tasty.
Oh, Bubby, I wish we need
this
that
is better
drink.
Than my sip earlier.
Delivery service.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So good. I do want. My sister made fun of me because she says when y'all take the drink, you take forever. She's like, well, it's
when
so good
to the podcast. There's such a long silence, so we'll have to cut it short. We drink a lot.
Help us out. Don't make us look so.
Lushy. But it's delicious.
It's very good.
Wow. Super good.
You liked it? Yeah. We made Chris one. Thank you, Hayward House.
Worth helping us out? Yeah.
All right. Of course.
I have been on sort of a white wine hiatus. I think I'm going to have to bring it back this summer with this combo: fresh lemon, elderberry syrup, jalapenos, and mint. I mean,
what's not to like?
That goes very well.
It's really good.
Blanc. Okay, perfect.
All right.
What's blowing in the wind?
What is blowing in the wind?
Okay, well, obviously.
Yeah, it's the 2026 card, 2026.
Yeah, that's all we're talking about. We're not talking about anything else right now.
Right.
They are arriving daily in the mail.
Yes.
And they're going out quick. So there are people who have ordered just last week and they've already gotten them this week.
Yeah, they seem to be really on top of it this year. And
they are rolling out. They are showing off this
They
year.
are.
Yeah.
They are. And a lot of places around town are sold out. And it's, everybody's very excited to get their card and get learning and get going on 2026.
I ordered them in bulk because I teach and I lose a bunch and I run the league. So I let people borrow them all the time. But I have just been spreading the love. I'm like, let's all, I've got like about 20. So I've been sharing as much as I can so we can.
Well, and I have been playing online to try to learn the card a lot more. I kind of feel more comfortable. So I'm not holding other people up. I can kind of get comfortable with the card on my own terms and play with the bots. And
so she's not holding people up. You're right.
Well, I'm so comfortable with the
she just doesn't. She likes to get in there and kick butt right off the bat. And she's actually, you brought up something really really interesting. You're going to start tracking your wins and the lines that you make. So
I've not done this before, and I think it'd be super fun and I think I'm going to learn a lot about my own game by tracking where I'm successful, where I'm not successful. And I so wish I had done that with previous cards before.
Bubbe, do you do that?
No, I don't keep track of the whole season.
Right.
But when I go to tournaments, I have this
Oh.
thing where I talk about this, that I keep statistics on every single hand that I play during a tournament. And the main things I look at the how many jokers and how many flowers I start with, and what I think I'm playing at the end of the Charleston, and what I end up playing by the end of the game.
That is so smart. Yeah.
It's really interesting.
And it goes so fast. How do you manage to track that? That's impressive.
I have shorthand. Like I write.
Oh, you're writing it.
Everything.
Nice.
That's very
I love that. That is awesome.
Sorry,
I'm going to do
another
that.
sip.
That's really good.
Okay, that's
and
very
I also,
cool.
Sometimes on the online games, I'll go back and play cards from years prior, just to change it up. And I've learned, and some cards are vastly different. It's really interesting to go back and see how the different arrangements and how they get really creative.
I feel like it wasn't last year; it was 2024. They got really creative, which was really exciting. I think I'm thinking of the right year. They start to jumble,
right.
And then 2025 came out, and that was good. They took away a lot of stuff I really liked, and then I feel like they brought it again this year. But of course, Bubby's been playing a lot longer than us, so I'm excited to hear everything that you have already observed about this card.
Yes.
Okay, so we already said we are so honored to have you. You have done this breakdown. You did it for Fern for several years. I think it was like 5 or 6 years you've done it. I could be miscounting.
I think we might have started in 2000. I know we did 2001.
Okay.
But I think
this might be like year 6. Okay, yeah. So if you haven't gone, listen to one of these. I'm really excited for anybody new to Bubbe, because she breaks it down on Fern, but then you can go and check out her blog, where she will tell you where to find that and all that later.
We'll have the links.
She breaks it down like panel by panel, and it's fantastic. So let's just go.
Dive right in.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Okay, so first let's talk a little bit about you before we get into the card. We want to know more about who you are. How did you find Mahjong?
How did it find you?
Yeah, how did it find you? Tell us a little bit about you. Introduce yourself to everybody.
Okay, well, I'm Karen. I'm a mom of 2. I have 2 dogs. I live out in the suburbs in New Jersey, but I'm originally from Maryland. That's why I don't have the Jersey accent.
Okay.
And my friend Melanie, back when we were brownie leaders together.
Oh.
And her husband back in 2003 was having his weekly poker game. And Melanie said, I want something like that. Do you want to learn Mahjong with me? And I was like, okay. Both my grandmothers had played, but I never learned to play.
We had been saying that for years, trying to start up a game night.
Yes.
So that's so interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so she got me to come to this class. We had 6 sessions, and by the end of it, we were like, this is great. And we decided to play every week. Nice. And like this light bulb went off. It was like the perfect game for me because I couldn't stand bridge. I don't know if you all are bridge players.
my godmother played bridge.
Funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate bridge because you've got a partner and you have to communicate. And if you
the partnering throws me off. I don't want to depend on anybody else. And
my
husband and I would
too
play
much.
stuff with his parents,
with
and they make me partner with him. And we do not partner in games well together.
I have friends that got divorced.
Oh yeah.
Wow. That isn't a healthy scenario for Mark and I. We do a lot of things well together, but game playing, he just doesn't take it seriously. He doesn't care. And I'm very competitive. And I get so mad. But
yeah. So when I found this game, I was like, this is it. But there weren't books about it at the time.
Right.
You know, you go and you look for all these books to get better, and there was no such thing.
Right.
And I was like, I wish there was. I'm going to write the book that I would have wanted to read.
Love it.
Amazing.
So I went out and started playing against better players and picking up tips and all of that. And I found a couple people that had blogs online, but they didn't have a book yet.
Yeah.
And then finally they did come out with their books, but I cranked mine out too. And It really caught on. I was very excited that it had a nice. Oh, we should tell them what the title is.
Yes, let's do that, please.
Because that's where the whole Bubbe thing came in.
That's exactly right.
I had started working on the book and I didn't know what title, and then it suddenly came to me. I was like, well, I'm like looking for a guru. I'm looking for like Yoda of Mahjong.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
I love the Yoda.
I know.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm searching, and I was like, oh my God, I'm searching for Bubbe Fischer.
That's
right. Bubbe Fischer.
Yes.
And so I was
That's
I was telling my husband, I got to get this published before anybody else steals that title.
Yes.
Because, the world was full of Mahjong.
Nobody was creative enough to think of that, though.
Yeah, but I was so got to use this title.
And it stuck. I mean, it totally stuck. And I mean,
and that's what we all need is a Bubbe.
That's right.
Mahjong Bubbe.
That's right. I mean, my grandma played a lot of bingo. My
mom.
A lot of
strategy.
There's a lot of strategy there. I remember crawling under the tables at bingo and seeing all their little feet with their pantyhose and stuff. And her friends would give me dollar bills to go get them cigarettes out of the machine.
Oh my gosh. So
when I think of playing games with my grandma, I think about being in a smoke-filled bingo hall.
Oh my gosh.
Crawling under the tables and the ladies being like, ooh, ooh. And sending me on little errands to get their cocktails and cigarettes.
That's hilarious. Well,
so anyway, I needed a Mahjong Bubbe, and I'm so happy to have one. And I guess I'll share you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and that's not the only book you've written either. You're a very accomplished author. And
thank you. Well, what happened was when I started doing my book tour, people were like, oh, the strategy's great, but we really like hearing stories about players.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a nonfiction writer, but I had a cousin who wrote romance novels. Oh. And so I asked her, shout out to Ricky, I asked her if she would help me with the story arcs, because, I'm used to getting to the point because I'm like a journalist. Let's get the facts out there.
Okay.
She's like, no, you got to intertwine the stories and draw this part out and make, have some suspense. So she really helped me. So I wrote these 2 books. One's called Small World, and then the next one's called Take Two. And they're they were going to be part of a series. Now there's just 2. But I call them Mahjong rom-coms.
I love that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't read those yet, but I am excited.
Very light. They're popcorn. They're not serious.
That's what I need.
Life is heavy right now. Give me all the popcorn.
Yes.
I was really excited to I ordered the books. I've got everything coming, and I'm excited to read these. And I have to say, though, when I saw that Ellen Discovered is not one of your Mahjong books, but
no. And I'm actually going to hold that one up because this is what the box looked like.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And
that's the cover. I saw that one was on Audible.
Yes.
And that, Karen, that's your voice on Audible.
Yep. Oh, great.
And I was really excited to get into that one.
When you started that one, I heard you talk about it on Fern's podcast, and the story about your mother is just incredible. And I love how you talked about how that was so healing for you, and it was just such a great cathartic process for you to get through grief. And I really applaud that. I love it. I can't, you're right. Pass it to me when you're done.
Well, it's Audible. You got to get it yourself, girl.
Thanks.
But I have enjoyed it. I am right in the middle of it. And you're a beautiful writer. I'm totally invested. I want to hear so much more about your mom and what you've discovered.
Where are you in it?
So you are describing the photos, and you were able to get a little information from her best friend.
Yes.
Right. And you're giving us more detail about this photo. And I love how you describe how you capture her kind of turning her head and being caught in the moment in this photo that you found. And I mean, I'm just hooked, and you're so descriptive, and your writing is wonderful. So I'm really excited to get into the other ones. The popcorn ones are next on my list. So yeah, I could use some of that in my life right now. Lord knows.
Yes. And should we talk a little bit about how you and Christina how we got connected and
sure,
that whole circle?
So like I said, I was already, fangirling you and looking for your, I was already always looking for anything you had to say when the new cards came out. And I've connected with the wonderful Johnny Levine of Mahjong That's It. And she's been giving me such great guidance and everything. And when I mentioned to her, we'd really like to have somebody to help us go through the card, if she had any suggestions. And you had been on the back of my mind, but I wasn't sure,
We didn't think we were cool enough.
Well, that, but also, Fern's passing it's been about 6 months, right?
Yeah.
So, and I didn't know how to really approach that, or I always very cautious about how to approach friends who are dealing with loss and things like that. So I wasn't sure what she would say, but she came back and she was like, yes, Karen Gooen. And I was like, she goes, I already spoke to her. She said she would do it. She said she would talk to you.
You were so excited when you told me. Oh my gosh. You were like, you won't believe it. You won't believe it.
I texted in all caps to the group. And I was really, I know. So when I say I fangirl, I do. And I'm so thrilled. So that's, thanks, Johnny, for connecting us. That was really sweet. I was not brave enough to do it myself. So I really appreciate that. Yeah. And then we had a great conversation on the phone, which made me more excited that, Yes. Now we're friends.
Yes.
So that's how we connected. But I want to talk a little bit too about your style of how you break down the card. We kind of touched on it a little bit, how you're really good. Like you have this analytical mind and you see lines in a way where I absolutely don't. And I'm sure a lot of people kind of interpret lines differently.
Right.
But you have a way of making them stick, which I really love. But you also have a lot of sayings and philosophies that have to do with Mahjong that really help your ideas stick as well. And I wanted to know if you would share some of those with us too.
Yes. Well, the most fundamental one is luck favors the prepared mind.
Yes. Mahjong and in life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been accredited to a whole bunch of different people. But the whole idea, especially with Mahjong, which is so much luck. Mm-hmm. I say this game is 70% luck and 30% skill, but a lot of us don't maximize our skill.
Right.
That's right.
And I get the 70% sort of by saying, well, we only pick 1 out of every 4 tiles, and we're only able to call very few tiles because we're not ready for them, or it's a concealed hand, or for whatever reason, we can't.
Right.
So a lot of it is completely out of our control. The thing that is in our control is how well prepared we are in terms of understanding the card, understanding the hands and how they interplay, knowing when it's time to get up, give up and switch your hand.
Right.
And just even just looking at the tiles in the first place, figuring out what to play, what makes sense. Right. You've got 3 soaps and you're like, oh, I'm going to go for the big hand, but you also have 2 jokers. Why the heck would you go for the big hand if you've got 2 jokers?
If you've got 2 jokers, you want to use those to your advantage. Exactly.
So the whole idea is Bubbe's job is to get everyone as prepared as they can be. That's especially why I write the new card reviews. I want you guys up to speed as quick as possible so you can enjoy the new card. The other thing with learning the new card is I'm like, you're not memorizing it. You're just familiar with it. And I want you to not be afraid of any section on the card.
Right.
Some people are like, I don't do quints or I don't do singles and pairs. And it's like, you're missing out on all sorts of options.
Yes.
The one thing
I totally agree.
I'm going to correct you guys and don't get mad at me.
We won't.
We don't call them lines. We call them hands.
Okay.
Because it gets confusing. But
I do change up what I say. I call it both. When I'm teaching, I say hands a lot. So I like that. Okay,
great.
Thank you.
Hands.
All right. Does everybody hear that? These are hands. We are playing hands. We are dealt hands, right?
Yep. Well, we're dealt tiles that we're trying to turn into one of the hands on the card.
Turn into a hand. Okay.
And that kind of correlates more with the card games too. When you're playing cards, you call it a hand.
You get a good hand. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I like that.
Keep it coming. We're tough.
We want to teach us all the things.
There was luck favors the prepared mind, which is absolutely key. I want you guys prepared. Another one is you can't Maj second. People that are like, well, I know she needs that tile for Mahjong, but I really think I might make it on the, I'm only 2 away.
Right.
It's like, if you give her winning tile,
you're never going to get that chance.
Win,
2 away does nothing. Right.
So sometimes you have to play defense because you're not going to win.
It's hard to let go. Right. But yes, it's so true.
And when you're playing among friends, I would prefer somebody win over a wall game. That's just my preference. I know not everybody feels that way, but I just think it's more exciting for somebody to get a win and then they have a great night. But
in a competitive setting,
we do a lot of league play. We played in a tournament, our first tournament. Yeah, we'll talk about that at some other point. But we did, and so now my competitive, and now I don't know. I don't know how easily I'm going to be giving up wins with at a table with friends anymore because I see the benefit more, and I want to practice playing that.
Well, and
way
it's
more.
a good way to practice, you know.
Well, here's the thing. Here's another big Bubbeism is there are two kinds of play. There's the wine game and the coffee game.
That's right.
Yes.
And
so
obviously at a tournament, you got to be in coffee game.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be. But I totally get it. You've been playing for about 2 hours and Stacy over there hasn't won one hand and you feel bad. You're like, you just sort of throw that flower.
You gotta throw Stacy a bone. I know.
You want her to come back next week,
and especially if it's newer players.
Yes.
If it's a newer player, I want you to get some wins because that keeps you coming back. That's the bug that bites you, right? And that's what keeps you coming. So
that's very good though.
But I don't know, not anymore, Stacy. Sorry. I've moved on. I've leveled up, but okay.
Anything else, Bubbe?
No, there's so many.
Yeah. There's so many. I know. We could go on all day.
I know.
She's got some good ones. And actually, we're going to let Bubbe do tile tips with us at the end.
Yes.
So she'll share some more, I think, that...
One of my other really key concepts.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. She'll share more with us towards the end. But let's go ahead and get into the
2026.
2026 is here.
Oh my gosh.
The 6 is back, baby. Okay. So tell us your first impressions.
Yeah. First impression of the card.
I was so excited to see the sextet back because it's
sextet.
really unique. I don't know if you guys were around when there were quince of flowers. You must have seen quince of flowers.
Yes.
I think we have quince of flowers.
And that's kind of cool, but you never see the 6s. They don't come out that often. So it's very cool. And I really make a point of making sure everybody can differentiate between the 2 pungs and the sextet. It's very important that you understand the difference.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a couple hands on there that have 2 pungs of flowers, and those are much easier to make. Much easier to make.
Okay.
But the sextet, you have to have between them 5 jokers and flowers before you can call for that 6th flower when it's discarded. Or you put it together yourself with flowers and jokers. But you can't do it piecemeal. It's all at once, and it's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of flowers in this card. And that sextet, we see, so there are some lines where you have 6 flowers, kind of what you're saying, and they're broken up. But then you have 6 of a kind in, where's that line?
Any numbers?
The like numbers
in
first
consecutive run, right? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So lots of flowers throughout the card, but you'll see them in different ways. Yeah. 2 pungs
but you
or
know
sextet.
What's not on this year's card?
Tell us.
4 flowers. There's no Kong of flowers this year.
There is no Kong of flowers.
No Kong.
That's a
very
big
interesting.
One.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody puts up 4 flowers as their, exposes that, their hand is dead.
They're dead.
Their hand is dead.
There's no such thing.
Yeah. Well, and that, I can see people making that mistake because 4 flowers was very prevalent on last year's.
This might be the first card I've seen that didn't have it.
Wow. Yeah.
It's pretty rare.
Very interesting.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So keep an eye out for those 4 flowers. If somebody exposes 4 flowers, dead hand on the spot. There is not 4 flowers. There's not a Kong of flowers on this year's card.
No. Cheers.
Right, cheers, buddy. Okay.
And do those cards switch each year?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, Chris, welcome to the show, honey.
I like flowers.
Yeah, and that's what keeps it fresh and interesting every year is you've got to get your brain working again, kind of reevaluate the card. And it's, it's similar arrangements, but also very different. So, you have a whole year of kind of wrapping your head around one way of doing things. And then whoop, you gotta clean slate and
new challenge.
And that's what makes it fun and fresh.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Chris, do you play poker?
I don't. A lot of my friends do. I actually learned recently how to do it. I couldn't do it though. I would need a little guidance.
Because I'll explain it to poker players. I'll say, what if next year aces and 2s was the thing to have?
That is a great analogy.
Every year they change it up.
Right.
And that's the only game I know of that changes every single year. You have to relearn it. And it's great for your brain.
Yes.
That's one thing that sets American Mahjong apart too, is having that card.
Right.
And basically just relearning 70, give or take, new
having
lines.
The specific hands that you,
really good for your brain.
So,
Yes. It so is. I think I've really gotten so much smarter after playing.
Oh, my memory has improved for sure.
Well, and Clint and I are playing every night instead of watching TV. Like that's a win. That's
I am so jealous of that.
Stuff right
No. Yeah.
Gosh, that's amazing.
I
That's
know.
amazing. Okay. So any more first impressions?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I had pointed out that the sixes appear.
Yes. I was noticing this. Yes.
They have a really special place in that we already knew that sixes can be in the evens hand. They're really crucial to winning an evens hand. And they're really crucial to 3, 6, 9. But now they're also essential for making the year hand 2026.
Yes.
They are all over this card.
So that
Yeah.
is
So don't give away your sixes in the
and
Charleston.
the even section, right? Like numbers, you can use sixes all over this card.
Yeah, pretty much. Sixes are a hot ticket, hot item.
That's
Yes.
right.
Don't
Keep
give
your
them
sixes,
away.
people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're not using them, hold on to them. Somebody else needs them. Right?
Odds are. Yeah.
Or get rid of them early, I guess,
Yeah.
so that they can't call for them. Yeah. Okay.
So what else? What else is how many different like numbers hands there are, not just in the like numbers section, but all over the card that you can find 2 Kongs of a like number
Yes.
all over the place on this card.
Yeah.
Which is similar to last year too. I really liked.
Right. It's good for you to know that if your original plan falls through or if new tiles come in that support a different hand, you can switch. Even once you've exposed 2 different Kongs of a like number.
Right.
You can still switch your hand.
Yes.
That's right.
There's several different directions you can go with that. So it's a
Right.
really good pivot.
Yeah, and I noticed too. We've got the north and souths with the the odd like numbers.
Yes.
And the
Yeah.
east and west with
Yeah.
the even. So now when I taught a class last night, and I always like to say the opposite winds they attract. So you'll see north and south together and east and west. But I'm bringing up again, you also will see north and south with odd numbers and east and west with even numbers. So that was fun to see that again here.
Did you teach them the mnemonic about the vowels?
No, what's the mnemonic about the vowels?
East and west, even. The words east and west both have an E in them.
There you
Yes.
go.
And north and south are both odd. They go with the odds, and they both
Great.
have an O in them.
There it is.
There we go.
I'm
Love
putting
it.
I'm putting it in my notes.
Yep.
For my teaching notes.
Love
Okay.
that.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
I know.
And now I'll never forget that.
I know.
Right? I know. It's
I
great.
love it.
Okay, so quick break, real quick. We cannot see Bubby anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can we get
do
her
you know if
back?
we can
We can
fix
hear
that?
you great. We
Yeah.
just lost the video.
And that just happened, but
no.
I like to see you.
Got you.
He
It'll
fix
take like
it.
5 seconds.
Thank you.
Great.
It's a battery thing.
I want to play right now.
I know. I wish you were here, Karen. We
I
could play
know.
a game.
I know.
now how do you guys play a 3-person game?
Well, we play with the bob wall, the false wall.
But you do a Charleston.
We do the Charleston.
We like the
Yeah.
Charleston, yeah.
And if you get a joker, you keep it.
Well,
If we're playing in league, we do the patio. But I will come and remove jokers for everybody.
or somebody
But
who's
if,
not playing. Yeah.
But if we're playing willy nilly,
Yeah, we try to be honest.
It's like a
no,
bonus.
I'm not honest.
I think you just
say,
get, hey, I got
say
lucky.
keep your jokers. Yeah,
Honest.
yeah. How do you do 3-player?
Yeah.
That's the way I love to play.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we paused.
But to do the league rules is 3 people.
Yeah,
You have 3 players. They get their deals. No Charleston, just start.
Just start.
just start.
Yeah. We play that way too.
that.
Yeah.
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 I hate that. I need the Charleston.
I
I know,
love the
I know.
Charleston,
And that's
yeah.
when I play with my husband, we play Siamese. And
Yeah.
so when I play with him with other 4 people, he's like, whoa, what are we doing? Like, I don't know about
Because he doesn't know about Charleston.
Because he doesn't,
He
he's,
plays
right.
so much.
yeah, we play
Siamese
so
every
much
night.
Siamese.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm like, trust me, you'll
love
grow to
that.
love this part.
This is the best.
Yeah.
I know.
Your mind gets organized.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can get back into
Back
it
to
now.
it.
Thanks for fixing that for us, Chris. Okay.
Of course.
Okay, so do you want to get into any interesting variations you've seen on previous hands in this card?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's some
Okay.
really cool modifications.
All right.
Okay.
What do you see?
Well, first of all, everybody really liked that floating pair hand last year. And this year it showed up in the odds section, which I just thought was so creative of them.
Yes.
Very cool. I like
the
that
idea-
floating hand.
Yeah. So you have to have singles of all of the odd tiles in suit A. And among those, there's one that there's a pair. So it's like there's 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and then you have a second in that suit. It could be any of those 5 numbers. And then you need to have the matching number in the other 2 suits for a Kong of each. So that's how you get to 14.
So remember that line was in consecutive run.
I loved that line last year. It was a love-hate line. I loved it. I ended up, well, it was, and the singles are more flexible than you think. Because if you've got that pair, then you can build on either side of that or around it. And
really
I really, and there's no flowers. I think I was successful on that line a lot.
I was not. I tried for it a few times. My brain just couldn't work it in.
I loved it. I loved it. I like runs. I just gravitate
but there's
towards
a lot
that.
of them this year.
Yes, I know.
There's a lot of runs. Yeah.
Well, the one thing I'll say about that hand is how important the Charleston is for that one. If you're going for the odds and you're looking at your hand at the end of the Charleston, you're like, well, this one's not really strong enough for like numbers, but I've got sort of everything in that suit. What am I going to do? And you're like, oh yeah.
Yes.
I've got everything in that suit. And then I've got some that match. And it works out really nice.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have the pair, do you think, Bubby?
Oh yeah, chances are pretty good it'll show up because especially if you've collected all the others of that number,
it
means nobody
else wants it. Yeah, true.
And if you've got that many during the Charleston, nobody wants it, right?
Right. Yeah.
Likely.
Okay. Ooh, I'm excited. Yeah.
Yes, great tips.
tips.
Okay, so
any other variations?
Yeah, tell us about the variations.
Well, they're really a single dragon happy. Like last year, the picnic hand.
Yes.
The picnic hand. I love that one.
I did too.
I love the picnic. Yeah, they each brought their dog and then the couple brought their flowers. I know them all. Yes. Bring it.
This year we've got the single dragons in the 2, 4, 6, 8 section and in the like numbers.
That's right.
Yes.
And it's kind of fun. And it's also in singles and pairs.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I totally agree with Elizabeth. It is so much easier to get a single than a pair. Yes. So, you'd be surprised how easy it is to pick up that extra.
Yeah, you've said that before. I agree with that. And I also, the winds have a line where you have single win, at least one single win, the North. I noticed that, which I hadn't seen yet.
Yes.
That's
cool. That's the whole thing about runs that you were saying. There's like, this year, there's not just a chow. We know that chow is 3 numbers in a row.
Yes.
Right.
But now we have something with 4 numbers in a row.
What do we call that?
Well, I'm going to just call it a super chow.
I love that. Super chow.
Super chow. Okay.
Because here's the thing. There is a Chinese word for it. But as I said in my blog, I am not here to teach you Chinese. I'm here to teach you Mahjong. So we're just going to call it a super chow.
We're going to call her a super chow. I like it.
I like that.
So in the Winds and Dragons section, there are actually 2 super chows.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Technically, yes.
There's the second one is all those dragons with a super chow anywhere on the number line. It can start with a 1, it can start with a 6. It's just going to be the same suit, 4 numbers in a row. Anywhere 1 through 6 is the beginning of your super chow.
That's right.
But that other hand, let's see, it's the 6th hand in the Winds and Dragons.
That is.
I call that my Beatles hand. Do you remember at the end of Yellow Submarine where they're singing 1, 2, 3, 4? Can I have a little? I would sing, but I'm not that good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it has to be 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I love it.
But the way they lay it out on the card, you wouldn't remember that it was a super chow. So you have to think back and say, yeah, it's a 1, 1.
It is.
A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and then in order, northeast, west, south of those numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4. I love that line. That's a brilliant line.
We'll see. I think that's going to be harder than it.
I like it.
I'm going to say, just in general, I think Winds and Dragons is so great this year. That's usually not my favorite section by a long shot.
Yes.
But I really, those 2 hands you were talking about with north-south odds and east-west evens, those are great hands.
And I like that they've mixed winds with dragons. Finally.
Oh, yeah.
I tend to get winds and dragons together, and there's never a good option for that.
Yeah,
no, this is a beautiful hand. And again, with, extra flowers, but you do not have to make them as a sextet. You get to use them as pungs. So that's really neat.
Yes. That's right.
Oh, my aunt is going to love that. That's the Beatles hand. She's from Baltimore and she loves the Beatles. So and I taught her Mahjong this summer and she's a big fan. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. So tell her it's like Yellow Submarine, the song at the end all together now.
I'm telling you, that'll be the line that I overplay this year now because it's the Beatles line. It's the lines that stick that you always make stick in my brain. Those are the ones I just see it on my rack every time. Yeah.
Okay, then you're gonna like the crazy King Kong thing that I did.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's hear it.
Oh my God. I'm trying to remember now.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The sixth hand down in the even section.
Okay.
You've got like numbers of any even number in 2 suits.
Yep.
And they've got matching dragons, right?
Single dragon.
So I call that a double feature of King Kong.
Yes.
Okay.
Against the Dragon King.
Oh,
so it's the beginning and the sequel, and the audience is so excited that they're cheering 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh, that's
Yay.
funny.
It's ridiculous.
I love it.
But the more ridiculous, there it is.
That's why it sticks. I love
it. Kong is 4 of a kind. You've got 2 Kongs there, 2 even Kongs.
With
matching dragons.
I love the matching dragons in the evens.
Cheering audience.
2, 4, 6, 8. So we're not at the pep rally anymore. We're at the double feature.
That's right.
Right. We're calling it the King Monster Creature.
Cheers. Let's go to the feature.
All right. What are we calling that one?
The Monster Creature double feature.
Oh.
Is that not brilliant?
That was so good.
Oh my gosh.
Done.
That is
brilliant. And then the next one down.
Okay.
Also with your 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yes.
Is the Fay Ray.
Fay Ray. Okay, tell me about that.
Yes.
Well, she's got all the flowers because she's so beautiful.
There's 6 flowers.
She gets 2 pungs of flowers, 2 little bouquets.
Yes.
And they're cheering for her.
2, 4, 6, 8.
But she has tamed King Kong because, so she tamed King Kong.
Yes.
So she gets to tell him what to wear. She says, you're going to wear whatever number I pick.
Yes.
And in a different suit than the audience again. So the 2, 4, 6, 8 is one suit and King Kong's wearing a different, but it's whatever suit Faye picks. She has tamed the beast.
I love that.
So what do we call that one? Fay Ray?
That's the Fay Ray.
Okay.
Yes. With the flowers, with the flower bouquets.
Everybody who's listening to this, you've got to tell me which of these are going to stick for you.
Gosh, I'm going to go to that one a lot because I want to tame the beast.
If you get your 2, 4, 6, 8s, that's
right.
There's a lot. Yeah, these are great pivots too.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So if you get some flowers in a 2, 4, 6, 8, tame that beast.
If you got the dragons, then you're going to go to the double show.
I love it.
Okay.
This is so good. Wow.
Okay. What else you got for us?
What else have I got? I gotta say, I didn't come up with as many metaphors this time.
That's okay.
You did great.
But I want to hear your predictions. Yeah. What are going to be the easiest hands to make on this year's card?
Oh, definitely pungs and kongs.
Yeah,
oh,
definitely. Yes. There are so many this year, all over the card.
Mm-hmm.
To anybody that doesn't understand the official Chinese terms, the pung is 3 of a kind, the kong is 4 of a kind.
Right.
And in every hand, you have to have 14 tiles. So 3, 4, 3, 4 is a really easy way to get to 14.
Right, because you can use a joker for any of those.
Right. No concealed hands. Right. You can expose anything. It's jokers
no singles
everywhere.
And pairs.
Yeah.
That's right.
And officially it can't go dead. That hand doesn't go dead because you can use jokers.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's so
those
true.
Those are great hands. And those are always good for backup hands too. If you find that what you were going for went dead, you can hopefully pivot to something
nice
with the function. So specifically, the ones you were just talking about, I think is going to be super popular. That the odds and the evens with the matching wins.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because if you play your Charleston right, all you need is maybe a pair of the norths and a single south, and you happen to have a joker. You've got it.
You've got it. Yeah,
you got it.
I love those
call
lines.
For it, and you can call for the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Just pay attention to the Charleston if you have a couple wins, because it's really rare that two people are going for wins, and most people are unloading their wins.
Right.
So
and you can
around,
figure that out during the Charleston.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah. Great tip.
So what about, is there a hand that's sticking out to you like as a favorite?
Well, there's one that's like going to be my white whale, like Moby Dick.
Yes. Okay.
Which
one is this? Are you sure you want to share this?
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. First of all, everybody knows. First of all, you have to understand that Bubbe is a Mahjong philosopher.
Yes.
I love analyzing the game, but I am not going to be your tournament champ. I've only won one tournament because I have no poker face. None. I have been known when somebody throws out a 4-bam, I will actually say, darn.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
No poker face.
Yeah. I'm similar. I know all the rules. I like to say I can, not all the, I mean, there's always something to learn, I feel like, but I'm great with the rules. Strategy and poker face. I play with emotion.
I'm a very expressive person. Yeah.
I do all the things I preach not to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
My heart's on my sleeve.
Yeah.
But I always say I'm a sucker for a soap. So if somebody passes me a soap, I'm going to go immediately to the ear hands because I just love them.
Yeah.
But my white whale this year, because when I first saw this hand, I thought it was a typo. And I had to put my reading glasses on. I don't usually wear these. I just wear these to see close up.
Yeah.
I know.
But I had to put on my reading glasses and I was like, what the heck? And I just loved it. It's that third hand down in singles and pairs. I was like, wait, they screwed up. There's a typo. And then I realized, no, they really want you to sort of
mix those up.
Yes.
That is not what I thought you were going to say.
No, it intrigues me.
Yes.
I got 12 tiles of it the other day. I'm like, I got that close, but I didn't make it. So I'm going to keep, if I'm close, I'm going to go for it.
Yes. I love
that's
it.
so funny. I thought you were going to say the sextet, the flowers. Thought you needed your glasses to count those flowers.
No, that I can do that. But, but you can see where when you look at that one,
that is really fun. Yeah, it's funky.
That's a great line, though.
I love that. Now I'm going to search for my white whale. I'm going to also have a goal this year to achieve. Yeah, I did get a singles and pairs in the tournament last week.
That's right.
That's
so
great.
I was very proud of myself. It can happen. It can happen. But
she showed out at the tournament.
Well, when you're on, you're on.
She's when you're off, you're off. She can kick butt, that's for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your white whale, but what hand that's not the hand you're probably playing most often. Is there a hand that you're finding yourself gravitating towards when you are playing this card?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely anything with like numbers.
Yeah.
Like numbers.
Yes.
I just start there and see where you
end up.
What flavor of like numbers it's going to be.
Let the tiles tell you
over there, but it's a like numbers hand.
Yes.
I'm very similar. I see like numbers immediately. I will try to do like numbers with like 2 opposite 5s on my. I push it too hard sometimes, but
it's just such an easy pivot. With like numbers, there's a lot of different directions you can go, and sometimes where you think you're going, then you draw a new tile, and you're like, "Oh, snap!"
Yes, exactly.
I'm going to move houses.
So good.
I know. Yeah. One tile can change your whole perception of life.
But that's because you're prepared.
There you go.
You're prepared. You know how to, take in new information and figure out how to use it.
Right.
When you first start playing, some players are so keyed into the one hand and they don't even think about anything.
That's right.
And that's fine when you're just beginning.
Right.
But that's what separates the beginners from the advanced players.
Yeah.
And I advise that for newer players. Sometimes I say, okay, you are all over the map right now. I want you to sort of hone in, focus in on one thing and just get used to the steps, right? There's so much to learn. Let's not like dissect the entire card every time it's your turn. Let's just
in the
lock
beginning.
In.
Absolutely.
Right. But as you progress, you do need to be able to know what you're getting and what that means for the repercussions of your hand.
And that's why learning these lines and giving them personalities, if you will, really makes an imprint. And then, you've always got those lines in your pocket.
Yes.
And I love that.
I love that
so
too.
much. Okay.
I'm excited about this question
Okay,
because
go for
I've
it.
been thinking about this too. What line or area or what hands are you going to miss the most from 2025 from 2025? It could be a section too, but was there a hand that you really enjoyed and you're going to miss it?
When I'm practicing now, I'm still sort of defaulting with the fives, and I have to remember fives don't matter so much anymore.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, that is a hard habit to break. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm used to 2005s. I got to get 25s. I got to just get the fives out of my mind.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a big
the thing
change.
that I'm having trouble with.
Yes.
Well, the lines I'm going to miss are the pep rally and the paper boy.
Yeah.
Those are
Paperboy was great.
That was a great one.
And I
wore that line out.
I went on that line a bunch too. Yeah,
And nobody's
definitely.
expecting it.
Right.
It's really it's fun. And this year they have wins in the 2, 4, 6, 8 in the odd
they're
section
back.
and in the 3, 6, 9.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. I'm very impressed.
I like that.
It's the year of the winds
I like
and the sextet.
I like it when it gets windy.
Yes.
Did you guys notice? Did you notice that concealed hand in Winds and Dragons? You will sometimes see that hand in the year section, but this year they put it with Winds and Dragons.
Right.
Okay.
I've seen it in both places.
Yeah.
Right. And I wonder how they decide, where to put
one of each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it both ways.
And I always like to see how they put the winds in singles and pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this year they're using pairs of each
And
only a
dragons.
single dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that line.
Man.
Maybe that'll be my
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
aim high.
Yeah.
Aim high, right?
That's right. Yes, of course.
All right. Well, that was wonderful. Thank you for sharing all that with us.
Yeah,
I know.
That's great. I want to play right now.
I want to play right
I
now.
know.
I know.
All right, we have a few more questions for you.
Yes,
though.
we do.
Yeah.
Okay. So back in episode 2, we discussed etiquette, and you've been playing for a while, and I know you've got some stories. I was wondering if you had any stories in particular you'd like to share with us. Anything that comes to mind? Anything, maybe.
Yeah, or common mistakes you see people make that you have some pro tips for,
or tournament stories.
Yeah,
tell us
a little bit of both.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I'll tell you the most important tip that even experienced players forget sometimes.
Okay.
And that's to look before you discard, because we all miss exchanging for a joker now and then.
Oh,
and
it's me.
so frustrating.
It is so devastating.
It's me.
Oh gosh, you just it's the lowest of the low.
I've started pretending like I meant to.
Well, sometimes you might mean to.
Yes,
but
right. It can. Yeah.
But it happens to all of us, and
Yes.
it's so frustrating.
It's
Yes.
painful.
So that's separate from etiquette, but that's something.
No,
I appreciate that.
Okay, so etiquette. I'm going to bring up something that I heard you guys talking about, which was when you were saying, don't necessarily let people know how you put your tiles out, because everybody puts their tiles out differently,
Right.
and you don't want to give anything away.
Right.
So here's the story.
Okay.
I was at an event in a major Midwestern town. I will not say where.
Okay. Not even name it.
Somebody's going to remember this event.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. It was an evening thing, and I had given my little spiel.
Oh, it was wine
done my
night.
little
No,
lecture.
somebody was drinking. All right.
A lot of drinking. And afterwards, we were having open play, and they said one of the ladies wants you to come and sit at her table. And I was like, great, fine. So I sit down at her table, and she is bad mouthing one of her friends. She's saying, "Oh, this one here, she always plays dragons. She is so predictable. She's so boring." And I just felt so bad for that friend.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this woman's just being super, super catty. So then the next hand, she was the better. And I was not going to let her win.
Yes.
I didn't want her betting on me.
Right.
So what
That's
I
right.
did, I set my tiles up in all sorts of random ways, like no logic whatsoever. It was
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah.
And she comes by and she's pretty sloshed. And she says, "Are you dyslexic?" And I'm like, "So what if I were?"
Yeah.
Like, it's not an insult to be dyslexic, but it was just like, she was like, "I don't know what you're playing." And first of all, we know bettors are not supposed to talk.
No.
Period.
Keep your mouth.
And she was just being nasty.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
So yeah, she was like double negative etiquette there.
Oh
She
Very
will be
dramatic.
invited back.
no. Oh, I hate that.
and you
must
don't
have
make
been
fun of your
Barbara.
friends. You don't make fun of your friends.
No, or anyone.
Or call them out.
Right.
Or even let on, even if you know their game, you know how they play. That's use that to your own advantage.
That's your
you don't
advantage.
share that.
You don't call it. I just think calling people out over anything is not cool. Missing a joker, just they feel bad enough. You don't need to add to the insult.
That's punishment. That's right.
Yeah.
So that was like 10 years ago, and
it still sticks with you. Yeah, that would stick with me too. Gosh.
Absolutely stick with me.
Yeah. Well, and this is a joyous, fun game for everybody to get together.
But there's always that one, I mean,
gosh.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Always that one. I was at a tournament. I'm going to tell you this story.
Okay.
I was at a big tournament, and the woman across from me, very intense, like must win.
Okay.
And we're down to like the last 5 tiles. And I was pretty close, but I knew I wasn't going to win. And I picked up a tile, and it was a flower. And I didn't need it, but I knew she did. And I wasn't going to throw it.
Right.
So it was clear what I was playing. It was clear what she was playing, but I wasn't. And somehow, I don't know how she had figured out that I had the flower, but for whatever reason, somehow I was transparent enough that she knew that I picked up the flower, but I didn't throw it. I threw something else and broke up my hand. And she screamed. She literally screamed at me. She said, "You can't do that. You can't throw something that you need."
What?
I said, "Yes, I can."
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think she understands the game.
Like right there in the middle of the game,
she
did
never
this?
learned it right, but she wanted to call the tournament director over. She calls her over. The tournament director says she can throw what she wants. And honestly, my hand, it was crazy.
Wow.
She was like so adamant she wanted me to throw. I'm not going to throw you the tile I know you need.
No.
So that was crazy.
Wow.
So we feel like we've experienced a lot of crazy so far. I guess there's a lot more out there.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is the thing. I do think that crazy happens more at tournaments. And I write about that in one of my books. I write about in the
well, people have money invested, time invested, they come in
pressure.
With delusions of grandeur.
And you're bringing a lot of people in who are used to playing in different groups, right? And maybe their table has a different energy than we're used to playing.
Exactly.
So then they bring that energy to the table, and it's like, that's not my.
Well, which is why it's so nice to have a standard and to know the proper rules. And you can do what you want in your own home, but I think it's really great to be able to go anywhere and play with new people and know what's expected and accepted.
Yes, that's why etiquette.
God bless.
So
that is completely what Bubbe's about, is making sure you know the fundamentals.
Right.
You can have your crazy table rules.
Right.
You can do whatever you want, but at a tournament, they're gonna know. Like if you're throwing and then picking, forget it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
All that stuff. Stuff. I mean, although I know down in Florida, especially South Florida, I think they will say we're having a 14-tile tournament, like throw and then pick. They have both.
I've watched a lot of throw and pick because I'm trying to grasp it, and I think I've got it. I mean, I've watched a lot of it, but it looks fun, but it's intense. It goes.
Yeah, it's not for me.
It's a little discombobulating, but
I want to try everything once. I'll give it a shot, but I'll probably come back to the OG.
Always. Always.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I love your stories.
I know.
Thank you for sharing those with us. Gosh. So now you know more of what not to do, especially at a tournament.
Yes.
No one's going to hand you a win.
No.
At a tournament. Sorry. Yeah. You're going to go for a wall game. So tough cookies. All right. We did kind of go through your books a little bit, but I want to remind everybody what the names of them are. And then if you could just tell us where we can find them.
Right. So we've got, Small
here's
World.
The original. This is the original.
Okay.
What's
Can
that?
you see it?
Oh, yes. Okay. So that's searching, right? Okay.
Searching for Bubbe Fischer. And these are my grandmother's tiles.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
That's
I have
special.
this guy named Dwayne Stapp who's been my designer for all my books, and he
wonderful.
He designed this. It's just so cute.
That's really
That's
precious.
special, though.
I love that.
I love that. So I have that one on the way. I'm excited to add to my collection.
Searching for Bubbe Fischer.
Yes.
And where can you find that?
Well, that's the thing. You can buy it on Amazon, but for listeners to Tile Talk, we're going to have some discounts that I'm going to talk about in a second.
Yay. Okay.
So, but you can get, it's also on Kindle. You can get the Kindle version if you want.
My mom loves Kindle. Yeah, she lives on that.
And then there's 2 novels.
Oh, there we go.
The Mahjong rom-coms.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
Yes, those are my summer
one.
reads.
Yes.
Okay.
Small World. And then Take 2
is
the sequel.
Okay.
And they even have the spines here. So if you need to know, there's the 1 and the 2.
Okay.
Perfect.
Red and blue.
So, and they're rom-coms. They're about a mother and a daughter in the suburbs who one's a Mahjong instructor. It's just a whole
That's cute.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Can't
cute.
wait.
Yes. So they're cute. And then this was the one about my mom.
Yes.
Yes, that's the one I am listening to right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
great. This is the only one that has an audible version.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I can't imagine making Bubbe audible because I'd be sitting here going 2, 2, 4, 4.
Yeah.
It doesn't cut it.
That's a reader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good
amazing.
one.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I love writing, so it's
amazing.
It's been fun.
You're a beautiful writer.
Thank you.
And like you said, when you were learning, it was hard to find, ways to learn the game and learn the proper stuff. And I really admire you for being like, it's not out here. I'm going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of how we felt with the podcast.
Yeah, we both loved Fern so much.
Once we lost Fern.
Not that we are, in any way taking
you're
over
a different
for her.
flavor.
Very
different
next
flavor.
generation.
Yeah, but we, it was, we
But
were really
like, let's be what we're looking for.
Yeah, right. It was, exactly. And, we should be so lucky to be able to sit down and hang out and talk about Mahjong. I mean,
so it's what we're doing anyway. Just strap the mic to us.
True that. Yeah.
No, if it's something that you would want, it's definitely going to resonate with other people too. That's what
That's the
I knew
host.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
So for your listeners,
Yes.
Tell us.
Ooh.
if they want to just buy 1 or 2 books, that's fine. They can email me. I don't know if you'll put up the link.
We can.
We can put a link.
Yeah, they can email. But if they buy, and they'll get like a 10% discount. But if they want to buy in bulk, like if they and their friends each want to get one of the Bubbe book, or if they want to get a whole selection of all 4, but whatever, they get 20% off.
Ooh,
wow.
Amazing.
On an order of
Thank you, Karen.
4 books of any titles, and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So they can email you to purchase directly through you.
And get discounts. Yes.
And get discounts.
All right.
Okay. So we'll just email you and tell you the titles that we're interested in. And
And a shipping address. I'm not going to
and a
mail it to
shipping
all
address.
of you. I mail it to the one who coordinates for everybody.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
All
Okay,
right, great.
great. And just let her know that you heard this episode on
Tile
Tile
Talk.
Talk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's only for Tile Talk listeners.
Yay.
Thank you. Oh,
Amazing.
that is amazing. What a sweet gift. Thank you very much. I love all the books. So
You do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. I'm excited about
I'm trying
that.
to get better. This I will read this.
These are my first beach reads. I'm ready
Oh, yeah.
for
They're
them.
very
Yes,
beach reading.
perfect.
Very beachy.
Well,
Maybe
thank you for
that's
sharing that. We have
Yes.
one final question for you before we let you. Well, we're not letting you go.
know,
We're
we
making
gotta-
you
yeah.
do tile tips. But before we move on to that, we
I
do
love
have
this
one.
question.
Yeah, go for it.
Did you give her a heads up on this or no? Mm-hmm. Oh, cheated. Okay. Well,
I think this is a thinker.
well, you do. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You need
You
to think
can't
about
do this one on
Okay.
the spot.
Okay. If you could sit a perfect Mahjong table, who are the additional 3 or 2 that you would want to play with?
Well, can I have 2 different tables?
Sure.
Okay.
Do what
okay.
you
I
want.
do want to hear this.
Okay, my sentimental one
Okay.
would be both of my grandmothers
Yeah.
and my mother-in-law,
Love
because
it.
they've all passed away,
Yeah.
and I never got to play with any of them.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be really neat to.
And I can
play
tell
with.
you were close with your mother-in-law. You said you spoke every day. And
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's kind of crazy that we never played,
It is
But-
crazy. Mm-hmm.
but she was a big fan. She was very supportive of my whole Mahjong career.
Yeah.
love
Oh,
that.
that's so great.
Yeah.
I bet she's playing up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a special table for
That
sure.
is amazing.
So that's
Yeah.
the sentimental table.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the other table, this is funny.
Okay.
There's an actress who I was hoping played, and I got in touch with another friend of mine who knows her and said, "Did you find out if she plays Mahjong?" And she said, "She doesn't play, but her mother-in-law plays." I said, "That doesn't count then."
Right.
So these are known celebrity Mahjong players.
Okay.
I would want to
Let's see.
play with Harvey Firestein.
Wow. Yes.
You know who that is?
Yes.
Okay, and Fran Drescher.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Fran.
And then
Fran plays.
Yeah.
I love that.
Fran's
And
from
here-
The Nanny, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
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 Okay.
Oh yeah.
So it would be
Cool.
very funny with
Yeah.
the two of them. And
Yeah.
then this is cheating a little bit too, because this person also passed away, but Stephen Sondheim.
I don't know that I know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Stephen Sondheim wrote a ton of musicals.
Okay. I should know who that is.
Mostly before your time, probably. Do you know Company?
Yes.
Okay, he wrote Company.
Okay.
He wrote the lyrics for West Side Story,
Oh,
the lyrics for
wow.
Gypsy. I mean,
Amazing.
Wow.
he was the best lyricist ever, just brilliant.
Wow. And he played Mahjong.
Well, this is the thing. When he
Okay.
died, and they
Yeah.
had this big estate sale of all of his different, like his book collection and his this and his that,
Yeah.
there was a Mahjong set.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I do not have tens of thousands of dollars
Right.
to blow on Stephen Sondheim's Mahjong set.
Yeah.
But it was really
But
cool to
how
see that he had been a
cool.
player.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
big Broadway person, so I should have known that.
She's a
But,
ham
on
I
it.
am a ham.
Son-
Oh, the me.
Well, in his musical Follies,
Yes.
Oh, I know.
in Follies, there's a lyric where he uses the word Mahjong.
No way.
Okay,
Yes.
that's cool. So Violet's doing a camp this summer, a musical camp, and she's doing Follies.
Oh,
my
my
God.
gosh.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
amazing. Oh,
So you'll say that's the one with Mahjong
Yep.
in it?
man, that's
Yeah.
a good table. Wow.
I love that.
Man,
I
Fran,
can't wait to
we
tell
would just
Violet.
be laughing the whole time with
Exactly.
Fran. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
she's so fabulous.
I bet she'd have some amazing tiles too, like super colorful.
I don't know. I think she'd have classic.
I don't know. That girl's full of life and color.
I don't know. I'd love to know if you
Yeah.
ever get her at a table.
Yeah.
Please let us know.
Yeah, Fran. Yeah. We love you.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that is cool. Well, those are great tables.
Yes.
Do you know your dream
No,
table
I'm
yet?
still
Exactly.
thinking.
She
I
needs
know.
time to think.
I know. Well,
Zach,
I have-
don't put her on the spot.
Sorry.
Okay. So we are going to keep you around for our tile tips segment here because
Yeah.
I mean we've already got you here. Who are we to give tips
Exactly.
right now?
Right.
So we want to cover what happens when you can't choose between two lines, specifically during the Charleston. That happens a lot, and somebody wants to stop the Charleston. So
And I feel like you get that question when you're
lot.
teaching so much, and it's kind of hard to answer. But yeah, give us your best advice on that.
Well, Bubbe has a term for what happens when you stop the Charleston after the first left,
Okay.
especially when you can't decide between two hands.
Yep.
And usually it's because neither of them is that good.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. I mean, if you sat there and you
Yep.
counted them up and you're like, I've got 6 here and I got 6 there, and you're like, I don't know whether you're basing it on I've got 6 in this suit and 6 in that, or I've got 6 on this part of the number line and 6 on, or evens
Right.
or odds or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Not enough of either of them to get that excited,
To feel
Right.
strong, right?
which is exactly why you got to keep going.
Thank
But-
you.
But if
Yep.
you stop it because of that particular reason, it's called Charleston karma. And what it is you are not going to win.
OMG.
I
Yeah.
would say 95% of the time, the person that stops it for a reason like that is not going to win.
Right.
That's right. All right, everybody, listen to
Yes.
her right now.
And I feel like
I
that
preach
is a
this.
very common.
Oh, yeah, that's a very rookie mistake.
Yes. Yeah.
You hear
Okay.
that
Charleston
rookie
karma.
mistake? Yeah.
Now, the thing is, even though you may think, there are times and you've got like 9 or 10 tiles towards a singles and pairs hand or something, and you're like, oh my God, it's so good. I don't
Right.
want to keep going because I don't want to blow it.
Right.
There are some options for you, especially if you're playing a exposable hand, not a concealed hand. It's harder with a concealed hand,
Yeah.
but even then there are ways around it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're playing a hand and you've already got like the Kong, you can afford to pass one of those away. It's either
Right.
it's going to come back to you, or
You're gonna get a joke.
you're going to
Yes.
get to call for it.
Right.
or call for it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't sweat it if you have to break up a Kong during the Charleston. I mean, do it.
Right.
Mhm.
Also,
I did
if
that
you
this week. Yeah.
Break up your Kong to not stop the Charleston.
Right. Well, the
Yeah.
other one is if you have flowers, if that's really the only thing that you could pass and you need the flowers, that's the one that you have more of a chance of getting more of, because
Okay.
there's 8 of them.
Right.
The probability is you
Okay.
might get it. Either you probably won't get it back in the Charleston, but you might pick one.
Right.
You might pick one.
Okay,
right. There's
yeah.
8 of
So
them.
that's-
There's
so
4
that's
of
a-
most everything else.
Yeah.
There's 8 of those.
Okay.
So it's a little bit safer.
Yeah.
I try not to pass flowers because they're very valuable.
Right.
But if you had to pass it, you could. I think
Especially
the
this
biggest
year.
dilemma is when you've got so many jokers. Oh darn, so many jokers.
Oh, what a horrible
I
problem.
hate
to have.
when that happens. It's the worst.
It does make it hard to do the jokes.
Yeah, it does.
It makes it a little bit harder.
Yes.
But yeah, if at all possible, keep it going. Especially because you know that there are tiles that you've seen the first 3 times around.
Yeah.
It's possible that nobody wants it and it'll come right back to you.
Right.
So
I love that. Oh.
Be brave, keep going.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That's great advice.
That's
Thank
fabulous.
you. Yes, I preach this all the time. I loved your perspective on that. I also was reading something you wrote the other day.
That's so funny. Oh
You
my
said,
gosh.
do you want to win or do you want to look at your pretty tiles?
Yeah.
And I thought that was so
Right, that's about don't fall in love with your tiles.
Yes.
That's right.
And we all have our favorites.
Which
I'm
I
guilty
do.
of this. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one stuck with me. I laughed. I was basically laughing at myself because I was like, yeah. Stop being so emotionally attached to your pretty tiles.
I know.
Yeah. And sometimes you're gonna win on a really that's another thing Bubbe says. Life is too short to play boring mahjong hands. But sometimes that's the winning hand. You just you go with the the consecutive run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just play it. It's boring, but you're gonna win.
It's boring, but I feel like there's a lot of people
way.
who don't ever take the risk, right? They never go for an exciting hand.
Yeah.
And I think, life's too short. Go for it.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that one too.
I know. You
So
might
much
surprise
Bubbeism.
yourself. I keep them
The
coming.
Bubbeisms.
I love it.
There's
Love
so
it.
much more of you to share. I hope you'll come back
do
and spend more time with us sometime.
Sure. Well,
This-
next year for sure.
Oh, for
Next
sure.
year,
We,
for
well,
sure.
we don't want to wait that long, but yes.
I don't think I can go
know.
a new card without having your
No.
total analysis. So this was, I can't believe we get to have it again
I know.
via podcast this year. We're so grateful for you. We want to thank you so much for joining us, Bubbe.
Yes.
You're
Really,
welcome.
really. This was amazing.
And like I said, she's got a blog. Can you tell us where to find
Yes.
your blog?
I didn't memorize that.
That's okay.
Oh, that's okay.
We'll put it
Send
on.
it.
You do a Google search, say Bubbe's Mahjong blog.
Okay.
And I think the website's called Blogspot, but if you just do a Google on
I
Bubbe's
think you're
Mahjong
right.
We'll
blog,
get it.
comes
We'll
up.
have it.
Yeah, sure.
Can you give us that email one more time, Bubbe?
Sure, it's
All right.
Bubbe with an E, Bubbe, Fischer with a C, Fischer, at gmail.com.
All right. Awesome. And
Bubbe
we'll have that
Fischer at
all linked
gmail.com.
and all of your information
Yes.
on this episode.
Yes.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun, and I can't wait to play. Do you have time today? We can play after this.
See, Mark's,
Yes, you
Mark's
can.
doing
Mark,
pickup
he's
today.
doing ballet. It's a go. We're
That's
good.
right. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. So I guess you want to close us
Yeah,
out again,
I'll
Elizabeth?
shut us
Bubbe,
down.
We love you so much. Thank you for
so
joining
much.
us. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode.
And thank you so much for standing in for Marshall today. That was amazing.
that's right,
Of course,
Chris.
it's my
You did a
pleasure.
great
Chris,
job.
you'll have to come back and play.
I want to play. It
know.
looks so fun.
Now you're in. We've sucked you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for joining us today. We're so excited to watch everything grow in Bubbe's life, and the 2026 card is blossoming. And here we go, ladies. Let's go.
Yeah.
But that's it for today's Mahjong for Tile Talk. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, may your tiles be lucky and your table always be welcoming.
That's right. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yes.
Love you. Bye.
Cheers.